Perplexing, I think, is the word I'd use. So, look, my kids are 5 and 8, so I'm directly impacted by this. They've had all their other, childhood vaccinations. I've never had to think about this before, and I think there are a number of very troubling aspects of this decision. So, my kids won't be getting the vaccine; they've both had COVID, and having poured through the letter of the JCVI advice, I can see no benefit here for children. And actually, if you look at the figures and how they break down by the JCVI's own admission on the basis of the figures in the published document, you would need to vaccinate 2 million healthy children to prevent one ICU admission. And that to me just seems absolutely bonkers. It seems particularly bonkers given that we know that, as with all medical interventions, the vaccine carries a small but significant risk of harm. And in some cases, that harm is serious. And I think some estimates put the risk of, in particular, myocarditis, which is the harm that, people are most focused on. It's not the only serious harm, actually, but it is the one that has received most attention. And, the risk of myocarditis, according to conservative MHRA data, is 28 times higher than the number of ICU admissions saved. So just where is the benefit for children here? Why are we doing this?
So, Molly, do you disagree with the JCVI's advice that it's safe for children, or do you just think that it may not be particularly unsafe? I know you just made the point about some of the potential harms from a vaccine, but do you just think it's unnecessary?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look, I'm not a doctor. I am not qualified to say whether this is safe or not. I am obviously someone who has been very intimately involved in watching this roll out. And I would be lying if I said I wasn't concerned at this point. And I know both of you actually have been involved in various letters, haven't you, to JCVI and various other people, I'm sure, at this point, questioning why are we doing this? And in particular, why are we doing it in light of a variant which thankfully is a lot milder? Why are we playing ahead with this? And like you, I don't see the benefit. And for me, actually, I think the biggest point here, actually, just as a parent, is we don't have long-term safety data. And personally, for me, that alone would rule out me giving this to my children, absent a really clear benefit. And actually, remember, this is under emergency use authorization. So I think, I can perceive you might have a situation in a genuine emergency for children where it did make sense to roll out this vaccine. We are not in that situation, and we're not even in this situation for adults. So it's absolutely baffling. And I think one of the things that really, really troubles me about this is it really undermines trust in JCVI and the public health system. And I don't say that lightly because, it's not a comfortable realization to get to. But I think it does, because you read this decision and it won't just be me. It clearly wasn't just me looking at the reaction to this. And parents are just, there's no benefit. It doesn't make sense. Why are we being asked to do this?